Hello crafty friends, yes it's another day of Die Cut December 2025 and yes we are going to use the random number generator of craft again. So let's hit the button and see what type of die it chooses for us. 31, where's that? Dragonflies, I think I've only got maybe one or two of these, so this should be fun. Yep, I've literally only got the one dragonfly die, and this I think I got from the Crafty Charity Shop. I don't think I've even used it, so we'll cut it out to see exactly what it looks like cut out. Right, so that's very pretty. I'm already thinking of backing the wings with vellum, so it has that kind of gossamer ethereal look to it. And I'm wondering about using watercolour after I've die cut so that I can colour different parts of it, different colours. We'll have a go and see how it turns out. So I've got my metallic watercolours here. These are a real mishmash nowadays. This started off as a Prima metallic accents palette, but as I've used each paint up, I've used different types of metallic pigment powder to make replacements. So we've got a teal, and I could just add it to the body like that. And then I've got a black here, but if I don't make it too strong, I could add it to the wings as like a silver or a grey, a metallic grey, and then add some vellum behind it. And maybe add a little bit of purple to some bits of the body just for variation. And I could let this dry, but I'm going to see how well it responds to being heated with a hairdryer. But I will use a paintbrush to stop it flying away. Right, so I like the look of that. I think that's pretty nice. I'm just thinking that I'm going to colour a piece of this with the teal, maybe spatter on some of the purple. Teal and purple go together really nicely, I think. And I'll dry that. And then I will take a strip of it and die cut out the body and use my detail scissors to remove any wing bits so I can do some paper piecing. I use my edge beveling tool to go over those cut edges, and that just curves the edges over so it looks like it's been die cut rather than scissor cut. And I'm going to dip this in glue, make sure it's not too gluey, and place that on top of this die cut and knock it together with my tweezers to make sure it's aligned. And actually, I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick up the difference, but having the body on top of the wings makes it look more three-dimensional, not quite so flat. And for the wings, as I said, I want to add some vellum, but I want to spatter the vellum first because I really like the look of gold on vellum. This is heat resistant vellum, or it's vellum that's suitable for laser jet printers which get very hot, so it is essentially heat resistant. So I'll dry this with my hairdryer, and so that's now all golden and shimmery. Just get a bit with some shimmery gold on it, and I'll pick up some high-tack white glue with my glue dotter and add that to the back of the wings and the body. This just adds the perfect amount of glue really, and then I can place that on there and let it stick. And I'll use my detail scissors to trim around the wings. So there we have a lovely shimmery shiny dragonfly. I think I'll make a bunch more of these with the same colours, using this to double up the body and this to add the gossamer to the back of the wings. Once I've done that, I'll come back to you. Right, I've got 5 dragonflies painted with metallic watercolours and 1 cut from gold foil cardstock. These are quite subtle, so I think this will act as a nice focal dragonfly. Before I stick them on the card though, I want to put a panel behind them, and I'm thinking this kind of abstract floral foliage panel. It's quite a dense pattern, so even though this is a small rectangle of cardstock, it should still read as flowers and leaves. So I'm going to put this on another piece of linen textured cardstock. I haven't embossed it, but I have cut it out with the next size up stitched rectangle panel die. So hopefully I've got that on more or less straight. That is going to go in the middle there, hopefully nice and straight. I'm not going to press it down until I'm sure. So now I've got my dragonflies. This is the gold one. I'm just going to add glue to its body and place it on that intersection there, a third of the way down and a third of the way in from the right. So it makes a nice focal point there. And then I'm going to arrange my other dragonflies around it. Maybe something like that, leaving a gap here for some kind of sentiment. So I'm going to snip the overhanging bits of these poor dragonflies off. For my sentiment, I've got enjoy your special day, which I've stamped and die cut. This came out of my stash of sentiments, and I've got some 1mm deep foam tape that I've cut into a skinny strip, and I'm putting it on the back. Put a little bit of glue at this end where I've got no foam tape so that it sticks to this dragonfly and stays level. I think that's about the right place. Yep, that'll do. That'll tuck in nicely there. I do want a bit more gold, so I'm going to use this wobbly circle cover plate die to cut some wobbly circles from gold. So there's my little pile of circles, and now for some dots of matte gel medium dotted about, and I will stick my circles to these. Right, I think I might have gone a little bit overboard with the gold circles, but never mind, I like them anyway. You could definitely keep it more clean and simple if you wanted, by having fewer dragonflies and fewer dots. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope it's given you some ideas, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow for another day of Die Cut December. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.